Hey, black women. I was watching a live tonight done by Mature Black Female, and it was done in great taste, and it really depicted what will happen to black women if we continue to sit on this YouTube platform and worry about conversations about relationships with black males, worrying about your desperation and getting into relationships with them, and not focusing on what is really happening with us in this society. Okay, I know all of you have been on YouTube talking about the new supposed Jim Crow law from Mississippi. It's actually House Bill 1020. You really need to go read it to see why people were upset. And it wasn't a whole bunch of people. It was just a few people, because it is about controlling the court system, not about separating blacks from whites. It's about, go read it and understand what the issue is. So, black women, I'm explaining to you, you have to care about yourself more than you're caring about black males. If you don't start standing up for your rights and fighting for the injustices and inequalities that are happening to us just simply here on this goddamn YouTube platform, do you understand what's coming in the future in society if you don't start waking up to that? You have Republicans taking office and not enough black women and other people of color smart enough to realize that you don't need to vote for them. You need to keep them out of office, because they're literally trying to take your ass back to slavery, okay? They have it where they're trying to erase our history from the history books. You got DeSantis single-handedly trying to eradicate us from society like we don't exist, as if our humanity is not important. And then the very people that you were running around fighting for to make sure that their existence, their opinion of how they want to represent themselves and have agency over their body is respected and actually acknowledged, like the LGBT, all the black males that you got out and rallied and social justice warriored for after they got shot by police when most of them were criminals. Those same people and all these other people of color are standing by, watching you get ready to be once again dehumanized to the point where you have no say over your body, no say over your children, and you literally are going to be on your way back to being somebody's property, because you are not standing up and fighting for what is right by you. When they had that white dude on here disrespecting and down talking and dehumanizing white women, that Andrew Tate dude, do you see how fast they got his ass up off of here? And yet you sit here laughing and just chuckling it up with all these black women having these ridiculous conversations about black males, and you go on people's channels like that Nathaniel dude where he's gaslighting you all day talking shit about black males, when you should realize that you're going to be the biggest fucking loser in the game if you don't start standing up for your rights. You don't understand. If you don't start fighting for your equality, your justice, you're not going to ever get it. And it starts with a simple fucking platform like YouTube. Stand up together. Make complaints. Boycott this shit. Stop patronizing these people's channels who are disrespecting and insulting us. You gotta take a stand. If you don't take a stand, I know most of you don't even know who the fuck Malcolm X is. But if you don't take a stand and stand for something in your life, you're gonna live forever on your fucking knees throughout your life. It's so frustrating. It is so frustrating because the history that you don't know will repeat itself, simply because you're not smart enough to take the action that you need to take during the time the opportunity presents itself. Now is the time. When you have an election coming very soon for the president of this country, if you don't start standing up and saying, we're not taking this shit, y'all better start recognizing that we have a problem with abortion. We have a problem with unfair wages that are paid to us. We have a problem with the fact that black males are killing black women and children at alarming rates called black femicide that no one gives a fuck about. We got a problem with the domestic violence the robbery and the crime in our communities. We got a problem with the illiteracy in our schools. We have a problem with all of the things that are wrong in our community. And we want you people to start taking responsibility for it. You really don't understand. It is as simple as these people picking up a piece of paper and writing something with a pen that can take away all your rights overnight. All of it. I know you don't like to believe in the history and the possibility of how savage America can be, but do you know that over the history in this country, outside of the depravity and the insane barbarianism of slavery, that America has put certain races of people in concentration camps in this country, and they do it right now with the immigration, with Guantanamo Bay and all that kind of stuff. Like, y'all gotta wake up, and you gotta really understand that this is bigger than you wanting for some piece of shit dude to say that you're pretty. You gotta fight for your rights. You like to walk around free? You like to have the opportunity to do things? That shit costs. That costs. And you got to get out there and make sure that you pay the price by making enough noise to maintain that right. Listen, I'm trying to tell you something. If you don't want to listen and you want to keep talking about bullshit relationships with black dudes and passport bros and all that bullshit of people who will never stand up for you, never give a damn about what happens to you, go ahead and waste your time. But when shit comes into reality, do not say that I didn't fucking warn you. They never thought Roe versus Wade would be turned over, but it is starting. I explained to you the other, like maybe a few months ago, even though my channel is gone, I'll do it again. I did a whole video on dark psychology and how white racist people do these things to take your rights away little by little until all your shit is gone because they know you're not paying attention. They watch the idiocy that we do on YouTube, and then they plot and plan and take action. And they're taking away our rights little by little, right under your nose, but you don't know what's going on because you're too busy. Too busy on here talking about bullshit relationships with dudes that are not worth anything. I just put up on my community page the other day, there is a bill where they want to kill women for having an abortion. They want to kill women. I put that up. I don't think any of you are taking that seriously. I don't think you're taking anything about the fact that these white racist males who are in government are coming for women's rights. They really have a problem when women get to the point where women do not need men, period. And because women don't stick together and come out and fight and rally the way that they're supposed to, the men get together and do things like they did in Mississippi with the House Bill 1020, where now no one has anything to say except their little covenant that sits over the court system, which is totally unconstitutional, totally illegal. But you don't see any of the attorneys for the state, the U.S. attorneys, or even the attorney general for the state fighting what that state has done. It's a wake-up call to let you know that you really have you gotta stop all this stuff, and you gotta get more into being politically active and loud about the rights of black women. Otherwise, we're going to lose a lot of rights. And we're trying to get out of poverty. We're trying to live free in a country that has enslaved us for hundreds of years. And now they're trying to run a campaign of propaganda, making it seem like slavery was not real. The things that we complain about is just a figment of our imagination, and that we deserve to be mistreated. Do you see how all these white people reacted to, and what is this lady's name from Wakanda? The actress, Angela, oh my God, I don't even remember this woman's name. Give me a minute to think about, what is this woman's name? Oh my God. I don't remember her name. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. The one who had got snubbed for the Oscar the other night. They're making a big deal about the fact that she acted on her disappointment. And she just sat there because this has happened to her many of times. And actually, it has been happening to black women since Hattie McDowell, who won an Oscar for Gone with the Wind. So it's just all a bunch of nonsense. But Angela Bassett, right? So they were complaining about her reacting, having human emotions to disappointment. But because she offended white people and didn't want to get up and be policed and controlled the way they think that they have the authority to do on us when they absolutely don't. This is the backlash she received and why. And I'm telling you guys, stop taking what black women are trying to tell you about standing up for your rights seriously, because you're not going to understand it until you get to the point where there's no return and they have already taken shit away from you. Already, they've taken away your right to control your own body. Women should be out here going crazy all over this damn country, non-stop. In addition to that, now they're trying to enact law to say that if you have an abortion or you try to do anything to protect yourself against having a child you don't want, you deserve to die for that. Do you understand that this is trying to return back to the Scarlet Letter and witch hunt days? Like, y'all got to start making noise. You got to start. And the simplest way to take back small chunks of control is to do it economically. This YouTube shit, it makes millions of dollars for these fucking YouTube people. And if black women, you are the biggest consumer in all of America, you can make or break companies. All you got to do is do the same goddamn thing they did on TikTok for 1 week. Do not go on this shit. I don't give a damn if you're a content creator, a subscriber. Just, we pick a date and go, fuck it, that's it. We gonna let the shit burn and crash for the whole week. And believe me, it will. Because they make money, all of them. YouTube, the content creators, and all the racist people that are on here with the black women hate speech. If you do not participate in that bullshit, you will be surprised at the amount of people that will have to get the fuck off of here and who will not gain any money, including YouTube. They make money off of you and I. And the fact that we participate in this bullshit is crazier than can be imagined. This is an attack against us. When are we going to start standing up and fighting? Please let me know. I want you black women in the comments. I want to know. Pick a date. I'm serious about this. If TikTok did it successfully, we can do the same damn thing. And we will have more impact because there's more YouTubers than TikTokers. Okay? And when black women remove themselves from this shit, many channels will collapse. YouTube will definitely get the message. The news will pick it up. And someone will finally start addressing or at least looking at some of our problems. We want black femicide acknowledged. We want the black women hate speech gone. We don't want no more channels like Kevin Samuels or anybody else on here disparaging, disrespecting, and defaming our character, our person, our womanhood, femininity, and our humanity. We want it to stop. The same way they scared to do that shit for white women and everybody else, you want to have the same goddamn respect and the same damn outcome. You can do it. We have the power to do it. You just got to decide to join together with other women, other black women, and anybody else that wants to stand with us to stop this bullshit. This shit is getting us killed. You got, oh my God, Asia McGowan and many other black women that died behind this black women hate speech on YouTube. And because YouTube hides behind the 230 law to protect them, they don't care about it because it's black women. Who cares about black women? No one cares about us. So that's why we got to care about ourselves. Your own men don't even care about you. They come on here more than anybody else, dehumanizing us. Sending the dog call to everyone in the world. Come attack these bitches. We can't stand them. We hate them. They say that shit all day on here. So when is it going to click in your head? If we got to fight the whole fucking world, when the fuck are we going to start uniting and get our fucking selves together to go to fucking war? When? I'm so disappointed in black women. You should have way more self-pride and race pride than to sit here and let all these fucking people commit all this hate speech against us every fucking day. Get in them comments and tell me the dates and that you are down for this boycott. This bullshit has to stop.